If you're just finishing school or you want to do the extra mile in life, I think this is the perfect video because I'm gonna cover on how to make your career anti-normie. That means you don't want to be in the middle of the bell curve and you want to be on the extreme ends. And this is why. Traditional careers are actually dead right now because if you look into the traditional way of how we're doing things, it's like get a job, do the corporate ladder thing. And as we all know, this stuff doesn't quite add up. And the fact that currently a lot of Gen Zs are actually opting for trade skills, that says a lot about how things are actually changing currently. And there is actually a very good quote that I read in German, and it translates to from the inside, the hamster's wheel does actually look like a ladder. Think about how we actually studied this whole time. You might actually also want to ask yourself, like, what is the last thing you remember at school? And I think that's like 1% or less than 1%, like what you have learned. And besides that, if you think about like a lot of software developers, they are actually self-taught. And if we are talking about information is actually a commodity now. And the fact that a lot of jobs that involve very structured path, like data entry kind of job, they are actually dying right now, getting replaced by AI. If let's say you want to get a degree, maybe your parent really emphasize on it, or you really have this desire in your heart to get a degree, I would actually recommend you taking hard sciences that actually really teaches you how to think. And anything that involves physics and mathematics is a really good choice. I might be biased on it, but do your research. And I do think like there are still a lot of degrees that are worth pursuing. I think a degree for medicine or in general engineering or also physics. I do still think law can be very useful because people might not trust the large language model as much yet. Next topic. We are talking on how to make you a learning machine. And the first thing I would recommend is you make your mind into a fertile ground where anything that goes into the soil grows. And the way we're going to do it is obviously use very first principle thinking. And since the language of the universe is mathematics, I think you should consider, if you are doing especially in engineering, to double down more into mathematics. But obviously you need to understand also the physics in order to understand the law of the universe. And if you master both of these skills, and if you know how to build, and if you keep training yourself on how to build stuff, I really think that you are going to be unstoppable. And here's the catch. If you only play the safest path, meaning going to the middle route, you might have a slightly less chance to be successful. But the word impossible is not being stated here. And this is the concept from Nassim Taleb, which is the barbelling method. And this method emphasizes that you understand that small impact in the extreme end of things. And this is mathematically infinity. And just like a small example for you is, let's say you make like a video and it goes viral, but behind that, there is a lot of bets going on, like since decades or 5 years, but you actually have like a baseline salary that emphasize you can actually keep on betting. And when you understand this barbelling method, this is how you're gonna make the magic happen. So I hope this video brings you better insights in career choices and also make less stupid choices. And if this helps you, or if you have any questions, please add in the comment section, like and subscribe. This helps me very much. Thank you.